Welcome back, friends. Now I'm going to teach you how to do pagination on Laravel 8. How to do pagination, like in a database, you might have like up like 50 or 100 rows. You don't want them to display once. You want to have page one, step two, 1, 2, 3. For example, the first page one will display like 10 rows or 10 names, 10 users, 10 row details. Then page two is display from 20 to 30 or to 40, depending on how many numbers you want to set. So I'm going to show you how to do the pagination. So on our previous tutorial, this is we are still going to use this same name to get the table, the table data. So what we have to do, we have to go to let's go to our browser and go to Bootstrap, and search table. The reason why I'm using this, I just want to use fast something. You can design your own table, you can get any table from anywhere. So whatever you want to do, you can do it. So let me just get this simple table. So let me close this down, come back to demo and clean this up. Clean this and paste the table and save. So go to your browser again and refresh. You see the data tables here. You see the data tables. So for these data tables now, we want to get, this is the ID 123. Then this is the name, the last name, the handle. So we're going to replace this thing now with full name, phone number, email. So if you have 500 or 5 million rows or 50,000 rows, we want to display all of them and give them pages. We want to paginate them, page 1, page 2, page 3, from 1 to 10, or from 1 to 20, or from 1 to 15, or from 1 to 2, or from 1 to 1, depending on what you want to set them. After from 1 to 10, then we still enter another page. From 10 to 30, enter another page. From 30 to 40, enter another page. So let's go about it. Let's go and do it. So what we have to do now is get, let's say, ID, full name, full name, full name, phone, that is the phone number, then email. So we'll be needing this. So we'll be needing this. So what we're going to do, we're going to clear this, all this, clear this too. So what we're going to do here is, let's go back to browser. Have you seen it? 1, 2. That is it. So we're going to replace this name. This is the phone name, this is the phone number, this is the email. So we are going to replace this in with the database data. So we're going to we will be getting this thing from the database, and this number will be serially from the database also. So look at how we're going to get it. First of all, look at the demo store data table. So I used a dummy filler. Use it here. This is a Chrome extension, dummy filler, to fill up to 30 rows, 30 names. So full name, phone number, email. So what we're going to do now, let's go back to our controller. So let's go back to our controller, demo controller. So we can still use this or let's just change perimeter, let's just say table dem, table dem. You can still use table dem anyone. So this thing, clean it and say all and save. Then you copy this, go come to your demo blade. So what we're going to do now, you say for each, say for each, and say paste this, say you can table, you can still use the same name, you can still use table dem, anyone. But once you get this as, so you'll be using this table, you'll be using this table to work. So get this end, this thing, let's keep it here, sorry, let's keep it here and keep this one on top of the table row. That is it here. Click save. So let's just watch, let's see what it's going to do now. So sorry, the compact undefined variable, like I showed you before. So we're going to replace this, show demo data from your compact array. So what we're going to do, go back to the controller, demo controller, use this one to replace this. You must put it, you must, it's a must, you must put it so you can be able to get retrieve the information from the front end. You must. This is passing information from the back end to the front end. So come to the browser again and refresh. As you can see, it's cool now. Have you seen it? So it has lined all those 30 rows. Have you seen it? If you count these things at 1, 2, 3, it's 30. So what we are going to do now, still go back there again on your controller, still go back on your demo blade. So what we're going to do, this table now, you say this ID here, you just say ID. Let's just go to your browser and refresh it. You see it's now from 1 to 30 because it's getting everything inside here. Have you seen it? It's 30. So let's go back to the blade file and still use the table, because this table is presenting this. Since you're using table dem as table, you can still use table dem as table dem, you still be using the table dem, but I just want to make something different. So paste, sorry, paste full name, then phone number, email. So after entering this, then click on refresh. Have you seen it? All our datas are now here. All our datas are now here. All our datas are now here. You can see them. Number 3 is number 1. Check number 1. Let's say number 4 is Negi. At you can see number 4 here. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? So very simple. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to paginate it. Page 1, page 2, page 3. So we're going to use a bootstrap pagination So we are going to use bootstrap pagination link. So what are we going to do now? After saving this, first of all, let's go to the controller. Let's go to controller. When we go to controller, we have to, is inside the controller, we're going to decide how many row, how many number in a row are we going to show, or how many number in a page are we going to show. Are we going to show up to 15 rows in a page, 10 rows in a page, 20 rows in a page, 40 rows in a page? All those stuff is in the controller. So let's check it out. Let's see how it works. So the pagination now. So to get that pagination, the only thing we have to do is just very simple. We remove this and say paginate. And this paginate will give how many numbers in a row we want to display. Let's say 10. We want to display 10 in a row. So let's come here. 10. Have you seen it? So watch number 10. Come here and watch number 10. See the same thing. So that is it. So let's say you want to add say 15 or 20. 20, let's say you want to add 20. So we'll come back here again, to refresh. So we'll now see 20. Have you seen it? So let's return it. Any number, even if you add 1, it will still show 1. So let's return back and say let's turn it to 10. So right now, as you can see, it's not showing any pagination here. It's not showing anything here like page 1, number 2, number 3, where we click to the next page. So let's go to our bootstrap. Let's go back to our demo.blade file and include the page. Let's comment this. Let's comment this. Let's comment this. So save it. So under this table, well, we will be using this table them, because the reason why we are using this table them now is just that this table them as table is within this for each. Have you seen it? For each and end for each is within this table. So anything outside the end for each, this table can't work. You must use this, which is from this directly inside here, from this. So what we're going to do now is outside the table, let's say paste link. So okay, what I'm going to do now, link pagination. So what I'm going to do, link pagination. So let's type link page. So what I'm going to do is links pagination or bootstrap. After that, let's hit refresh page. So go down, as you can see. Have you seen it? Page 2 from 11 to 20. Page 3 from 21 to 30. So and so on. Even if you have 200 or 5 million rows, it will be page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. Very simple. This is how to paginate your table. This is how to paginate your table. Even though if you're developing a Laravel blog, this is how to paginate your table. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.